Now, the other nice thing about real estate, because of the asset class it is, it's something that we can leverage. That's a cool word that literally means that we can use very little of our money in order to acquire a much bigger piece, just like a fulcrum. You got a big rock, but you're little. So you get a fulcrum and you can use leverage in order to lift the rock. Well, that's how we lift real estate. We lift it by leverage. I may have a small quantity of money, but I've got to acquire a very valuable or expensive piece of real estate, and then we can use leverage to do that. Leverage comes in many different forms and many different quantities. A traditional buyer may leverage 80% of the purchase price by putting 20% down. And they have to bring in 20% in order to acquire that. And leverage can be a good thing like that because you can obviously get more. Because if our system was that you had to pay cash and the average price of a home is $500,000 or $1,000,000, you really have a long time that you have to save before you would be able to purchase. But through leverage, we can acquire property. Now, for the investor, there's all kinds of different ways to leverage. We can leverage with other people's money. We can leverage with our own money. We can leverage with banks. We can leverage with private investors. I enjoy leveraging as much as I can when it comes to investment properties. Some people believe in the 80-20 rule. You should always put at least 20% down and then leverage 80. But if you're an investor, you're going to find that a lot of times private money in those are going to require you to put 30, 40, and 50% down, especially if you're doing commercial investing. They want much more leverage or much more of your asset in order to leverage a smaller amount of money. But I have gotten to the point where most of the real estate transactions I get involved in, I try to leverage 100%. And I don't know anything else that I can buy or I can leverage like that. Now, every now and then, you'll find an auto manufacturer that'll provide 100% financing for their vehicles, and you can 100% leverage it. But it's a depreciating asset. Your car is worth less money the day you drive it off of the lot. With real estate, it's different. And if I can leverage a property 100%, then somebody else has 100% of the risk and the investment in the property, and I've got additional capital available then maybe to leverage another project. So again, I love leverage in real estate transactions.